Isshin Ryu Katas One-Two Kata.
Welcome to Isshin Ryu Katas Volume 2. In this tape, Master Uezu will teach you Wansu, Shinto, and Sanshin.
Isshin Ryu Katas One-Two
He begins with Wansu, number 4. He will walk through the movements. Wansu is a very powerful kata, performed on an H pattern, derivative of the Shorin-ryu system. Open hand side block, stab with the fingertips, palm up, grab the belt, pull the man by, punch solar plexus. All these movements will be explained against attackers later on. Grab, pull, sidestep the punch, strike straight out. He looks, open hand headlock, uppercut, kick solar plexus. Down block, head block. Catch the man by the groin and throat, flip him over. Look, step around, open hand side block, knee the groin, punch solar plexus. Look, same thing repeated. Now looking straight, he comes up, sidesteps the punch, hits the attacker twice. Stepping out, sidestep the punch, hit him twice. Looking, side kicks the rib cage, side snap kick the rib cage. Stepping forward, guard up. Drives in an elbow to the ribs. Drawing back in a cat stance. Kick solar plexus. Repeats it, kick solar plexus. Double shudo to the ribs against 2 attackers. Open hand side block, stepping back, finishing the form. He will now perform Wansu kata at full speed and power, the way you must learn it to pass your belt testing and for competition.
One-Two Kata.
Notice the concentration. Wansu kata is required for your brown belt. To study the kata, learn it move by move, sequence by sequence. Don't try and master the whole thing in 1 hour. Learn 5 moves, perfect them, go on to 5, 10 more. Now, looking at Wansu kata from the side,
Isshin Ryu Katas
the master will walk through it for you. When he walks through it, this is your opportunity to follow along because he's going slowly. Steps out, takes a guard, covers his fist with his left open hand, blocks a kick, punches into the solar plexus of the attacker. Steps forward left, down blocks, punches solar plexus. Steps right, open hand, right block, stabs, pulls, and punches. Repeats the movements, down block, punch, step right, open hand, stab into the ribs, grab, pull, punch. Looking, open hand head block, uppercuts or fakes the opponent, kicks solar plexus, down block, head block. Drives in, catches the groin, throat of the attacker, flips him over on his back. Looking, stepping up, look again. Steps around, seisan stance, open hand block, knees to groin, punches solar plexus. Looks, steps around, looks again, steps to the right, open hand block, knee the groin, punch solar plexus. He draws straight up. Now he's avoiding a punch to the head, steps out, hits his attacker twice into the ribs, repeats the moves, draws over, looks to the left, side kicks to the ribs, another attacker, side kicking to the rib cage. Steps forward, guard up, drives an elbow into the ribs. Looks behind, draws back in a cat stance, kicks solar plexus, sets down, kicks solar plexus, and double shudo against attackers coming in at the side. Open hand block, finishes by stepping back, formal ending. Now watch it, side view, full power. Try to master the rhythm and pace that the master does it at.
ワンスカタ
Don't rush through your katas. Set before you strike or block. This kata has 2 ki or shout points. You must shout at these points. It's required. It's part of the kata. The ki gives you added
新
strength,
流活
spirit.
動ワンスカタ
Look at Wansu again from the front view. You cannot watch it enough. Play it over and over in your VCR. Memorize each movement. He's doing it full power. Does your kata look like this when you perform? If not, get in the gym, start working out, train. This kata should be studied and learned every day, just like all the others in the Isshin Ryu system. Now, Wansu kata, full power but played at slow motion speed, so you can observe each technique carefully. By watching it in slow motion, you can see how much power the master can generate. Again, Wansu Kata, side view.
Isshin Ryu Karate-do, Wansu Kata.
The master is performing at full power, competition form. This kata is learned after you master Naihanshi kata. Takes about 6 months to perform a kata properly, but many years to truly master. Live the kata. Envision the attackers coming at you. Front, side, rear. Be ready for anything. Any one of the techniques in all the Isshin Ryu Katas can be used as a life-saving self-defense technique. Now, Wansu Kata, full power, side view in slow motion. Again, this is the time to follow along. Now, the explanation of Wansu Kata.
Wansu Kata.
This is called Bunkai. Okay, utilizing 3 students. Block the kick, punch, solar plexus. Step forward, down block, punch, solar plexus. Block open hand, block again, stab the ribs, grab the belt or shirt, pull. Block, punch, open hand, block, stab, grabbing the skin, belt or gi, sidestep, pull, punch. Block, fake an uppercut, kick solar plexus, double block, catch groin, throat, flip the opponent to his back. Step around, side block, knee the groin, punch solar plexus, same technique to the other side. Step forward, sidestep the punch, hit him twice to the ribs, sidestep, striking twice, side kick against a punch, side kick against a punch, block open hand, strike elbow. Now bring the knee up, protect against the kick, then follow with the kick to the solar plexus. Block the kick, follow kick, double open hand strike to the ribs, block the punch, and stepping back, finishing the kata. Watch the application of the open hand strike. You see, he goes under the punch, breaks the rib cage, double shudo strikes. Let's watch it again now carefully. Observe each movement.
Wansu Kata. Bunkai. Sit.
Wansu Kata, front view. Observe closely. The master will do it alone now, but try to
Isshin Ryu
imagine those
Katas.
attackers coming at him.
완수 카타.
The master is walking through the kata for you. Follow along. Try to mimic his movements. Stab. Head block, same time. Steps around, down block. Straight punch, open hand block. Right palm, push away the punch. Stab left hand, fingertips. Coming around, head block, fake. Kick solar plexus. Remember that double block, then driving in, catching the groin and throat. Flipping your opponent to the ground. Looking, attacker comes in. Block his punch, open hand, knee him in the groin, punch solar plexus. Look, repeat the same series of movements. The katas repeat movements so you can master each side, right and left. Sidestep the punch, hit him twice in the ribs. Go to the side a little bit, side kick against the punch. Guard up. Now you're going to drive your elbow into the attacker's ribs. Look. Cat stance. Remember, block the kick with your knee, then kick him in the solar plexus. Same thing at the front. And double strike to the ribs. Open hand side block is the last technique. Step back, formal ending. Wansu Kata, front view. Competition,
신류 카라테도
form, full power.
완수 카타.
This is what you want to strive for. This rhythm and pacing of the kata, and power and speed. Does your kata look like this? Tremendous power, one punch or kick. The master could kill his opponent. But he would never do that. He would only use the techniques if his life or family's life were in danger. He is not one to boast about his abilities. As the master says, the first thing in the school is the bow, and the last thing is the bow. All workouts begin with the bow and end with the bow. Now, two of the master's students, Kurt Sawyer on your left and Kim Murray on your right, will perform Wansu Kata synchronized together. In Isshin Ryu tournaments, they often have competition where two people perform the same kata at once, and they're judged as one, and staying together and technique. Very good, gentlemen. Now, number 5, Shinto Kata. This kata is quite advanced. It requires a very good sense of balance, has many spinning techniques, and utilizes the cat and crane stance often.
신류 카라테도
The master will walk through Shinto for you. This kata derives again from the Isshin Ryu system. It was also used to fight on a boat. Drawing back, Double block, open hand, catch, pull, punch. Step in a horse, double block. The master is walking through it for you. Spin around, down block. Each movement will be shown later against an attacker. Double front kick, set down, double fisted block. Many double blocks. Step around, punch, punch. Elbow, take guard. Swing your man by, stepping out, Soto Hachiji, Seisan stance, back to Soto Hachiji or horse stance. Open hand block, hammer fist strike, grabbing the hair of the opponent, flipping him around to your knee. Draw back, kick solar plexus, double knuckle block against a kick. Spinning, double head block, step forward, down block, Seisan stance, spinning around, down blocking. Double head block from a crane, elbow, double knuckle block. Double head block, set, kick solar plexus, Seisan stance, punch. Double knuckle strike to the rib cage. Drawing back, crane stance, setting, kick solar plexus, double block, set, kick solar plexus, open hand block, hammer fist strike, kick solar plexus, drop, under the punch, punching your attacker in the groin. Now, front view Shinto Kata full power, the way it should be performed for belt testing and tournament competition. Watch the grace and beauty of this form.
Isshin Ryu Katas Shinto Kata.
It's all done at a 45-degree angle from your starting point. A very beautiful kata for tournament competition. It's a real winner. Now, Shinto Kata step by step, side view. Looking at it from a different angle will give you good insight into each technique.
Isshin Ryu Katas Shinto Kata.
When the master walks through it, that's your time to walk through it with him. Formal beginning, all katas begin with the block. Drawing back, cat stance, open hand double head block. Twist, catching your opponent's wrist, pulling him in. Back knuckle is solar plexus. Come around, punch solar plexus. Double fisted block, blocking a kick and a punch. Spin around, down block. Draw back again, X block. Double front kick. Double fisted X block down. Spin around, again down. Set, lunge punch, step left, lunge punch, solar plexus, elbow the ribs, take your guard. Redirecting your opponent by, strike, strike, open hand strikes, shudo, collarbone, double fisted knuckle, block the groin. Open hand block, hammer fist, break the attacker's elbow, catch his hair, spin him around, bring him down forward. Drawing back in a crane, double block, kick solar plexus, double knuckle down block. Turn, double head block, down block head block, down block head block with a tight fist, spinning around, Seisan dachi, down block. Look, drawing back in a crane. Double head block. Driving out in a horse stance. Elbow the ribs. Double knuckle block the groin. Look, spin up. Head block. Kick solar plexus or groin. Driving in, straight punch, solar plexus. Double knuckle to the rib cage. Draw back, down block. Kick solar plexus. Draw back crane stance with a double block. Set. Kick solar plexus. Step out. Open hand block. Grab the guy's arm. Break his elbow. Kick solar plexus. Drop under the punch. Punch him in the groin. End kata. Now, side view Shinto kata at full competition form. Full speed and power now.
Isshin Ryu Katas, Shinto kata.
Notice the ki points, the karate shout points. You must shout at these points. It's required. There's 2 ki points in Shinto kata. Shinto kata front view.
Isshin Ryu Katas, Shinto kata.
The master is walking through the kata step by step. Watch closely. Take notes. Look at his transition from move to move, how smooth it is. When he spins around, he doesn't lose his balance or wobble. This only comes from daily practice. If you want to master this system, you have to work at it. In Isshin Ryu, it takes 3.5 to 4 years average time to get your black belt. Some students do it less, but of course they're the hard workers who deserve it. Now study Shinto again.
Isshin Ryu Katas, Shinto kata.
The master is performing Shinto full power.
Step.
Now, the application of movements. Shinto Bunkai.
と肩向かい
Watch carefully. This is how the moves are defending you. Block, catch his arm, pull him in. Back knuckle, straight punch. Double, block. Against a kick and punch, spin around, block the kick. Draw back, double open head block. Double front kick, flying. Double fisted down block, double fisted down block. Attacker blocks the punch, blocks the punch. Master elbows, puts his guard up. Draws back, hits the attacker twice. Double knuckle against the kick. Block, break the elbow, grab the hair, pull him down. Block the kick, kick solar plexus. Double knuckle, protect against the kick. Double head block, down block, down block. Spins around, down blocks. Double head block, elbow the ribs. Double knuckle against the kick, double head block, set, kick solar plexus. Punch rib cage, break the grip, strike the ribs. Block, kick solar plexus, block, kick solar plexus, block, breaks the elbow, kick solar plexus, goes underneath, finishes with a punch to the groin. Practice that in your dojo. You must know the meaning of each move to pass your test. Watch it again now.
シンと肩向かいセッ
Any one of these moves can be used in a real situation. Shinto Kata side view. Now without the attackers, use your imagination.
新流空手道
Envision how they were coming
シン
in.
と肩
That's how you must practice the form. Masters performing Shinto full power. Now, Shinto Kata front view.
新流空手道シンと肩
You must watch the form over and over. Memorize each movement. He's performing at full power. This is what you want to achieve, the techniques he's doing now. Speed, power, and rhythm of the form that he is doing now is required for your belt rank. This is the way you must do it to pass your test. Set in those stances. Explode with the technique. Ki loud. The karate shout must be powerful. The shouts must be done at the required points. Write them down. Now, front view, full power, played in slow motion. This is an excellent time for you to follow along. An incredible performance of Shinto Kata. Now, number 6, Sanshin, hard breathing kata. Probably the most difficult kata to truly master in the Isshin Ryu Karate system. From this kata, a person conditions their body to take punches when in combat.
Isshin Ryu Kata.
Through this isometric exercise, your body becomes as hard as a rock. It's all in the breathing technique and stances. Watch closely. Master's performing at full force. Exhales hard as he brings his elbows down. He's in the Sanshin stance, drawing back his left hand, filling the lungs. Now, as he pushes out with the punch, he exhales, leaving only 10% in the lungs. Never exhale all the air out of your lungs. As he steps forward in Sanshin stance, he fills the lungs with air, breathing in through the mouth, exhaling. 10% is left. Inhaling through the mouth, set, draws the punch back, strikes. As he strikes, he's trying to move a wall. Isometric technique, resistance training. He relaxes in between, draws the hand back as he breathes, fills the lungs. Now hard breathing, pushing out the punch, the block, and again a block. Exhales 60% of the air, 20%, another 10%, leaving 10% in the lungs. Both hands draw back. Fill the lungs, hard breathing, pushing with the fingertips out, stabbing into the ribs, grabbing the skin, tearing. Exhaling, leaving 10%. Again, relax in between, fill the lungs. This is what they mean by hard, soft. Now hard. Hard pushing, breathing. There are no kicks in this kata. It's a body conditioning technique, as you'll see when boards are struck over the master in a Sanshin position. The master says it takes 20 years, don't forget that, 20 years to master this kata, to truly master it. Stepping back, open hand circular block, and then pushing with the palms. Watch carefully. All these moves will be explained against an opponent. Exhaling, 60%, 30%, leaving 10% in the lungs. Try not to push all the air out. You might pass out. And then 3 hard pushes of air. Now watch it again as he walks through the kata slowly. He will not exert 100%. This is so you can follow along now. Listen to the breathing. Get that pattern down. He inhales as he brings the arms up. Exhale as the elbows come down and lock in. He inhales, fills the lungs, exhaling hard, blocking, blocking. 60% on the punch, 20% on the first block, 10% on the second, leaving 10% in the lungs. 60%, 20%, and 10. Stepping, set first, begin breathing, relax, fill the lungs, and then push hard with the punch. Simply resist as you push out. Again, filling the lungs. This is the formal kata. This is the way it should be done. There is no other way. After the 5th punch, tear. Now both hands will go back. Fill the lungs, coming in with the fingertips, palms up, You're stabbing into the ribs, grabbing the skin, tearing. Repeat it again. Get the rhythm down, fill the lungs. Resist hard as the fingertips go out. Grab, tear. Fill the lungs. Striking in, grab, tear. Right hand on left, palm up, circular block, pushing with the palms of the hand. 60%, 30%, leaving 10 in the lungs. Repeat it, left hand on top, circular block, 60% and 10%. Should be left in the lungs. 60, 30, 10 in the lungs, stepping up, exhaling 3 times hard. 1, 2, and 3. Now, let's look at it from a side view. The master will walk through the kata. He is not performing it at 100% exertion. Follow along, step out, right foot, circular step, turn your feet into Sanshin stance, lock in your stance. The buttocks, thighs should be very tight and strong. Left hand breathing back, resisting as you punch out, block with the right, block with the left. Now, relax in between, don't stay tense. Set, draw back, fill your lungs, resisting as you punch out with the right, block left, and resistance on the right block. Third step, step right, left hand back, fill the lungs, striking out, resisting, 20% resisting, 10% resisting. That's 90%, 10% in the lungs. Draw back, resist the block, and the other short block. Fill the lungs as you draw back. Pushing out, tightening the stomach. You're drawing the groin up, the stomach down, and shoulders down. The whole body must become tense on the hard breathing. It all becomes one, like a rock. This is not easy. That's why the master says it takes 20 years to master. Listen to the breathing rhythm. This is very important. Fill the lungs, striking in, straight fingertips, turn over, grab, tear. Right hand on top, draw back, circular movement, exhaling, 60%, hesitate, and 30%. Left hand on top, circular movement, all Sanshin stance, push, 60, 30, stepping up, formal ending, push hard, 1, 2, and 3. And this is to warm you down. Now, what do these movements mean? Watch carefully. This is the application of Sanshin if you did have to apply the movements. But it is mostly just an isometric exercise. The attacker tries to grab the throat. The first movement would be to break the grip. Of course, in a street fight, you wouldn't use the hard, slow breathing. You draw back, you punch. As he blocks and grabs your wrist, you pull back to break the grip and to block the other punch. Do you see the application? This is very important. You must know this for your test. You cannot just perform the breathing properly without knowing what it means. Punch, he blocks and grabs, you block his other punch. Now you twist off his grab. Same application. The assailant blocks and grabs, tries to control your arm, punches with the other hand, you block the other hand and break his grip. Same technique. Virtually the same punch block technique throughout the kata. But you should know what it means. You cannot perform Shinto and pass a test without explaining what every movement means. Every attacking and defending move. Okay, going into the midsection now. Drawing back, striking in with the fingertips. Grabbing the rib cage. Tearing. A truly conditioned master can do this, can really tear the skin because the fingers are so strong. Straight out, striking into the ribs, grab, tear. Again, third time, striking into the ribs, grab, and tear. Now, utilizing the circular blocking technique, watch carefully, ties up the attacker's strikes. You're striking into the solar plex and jaw. Circular techniques. Throws your attacker off balance. And then you would step up and push the air out 3 times hard. Respectful bow. Sanchin breathing. Watch closely now. See what a truly conditioned master can do. Watch how he withstands a strike of this 2x2 over his arm. That could be a club. Look at it again now in slow motion. Sanchin turns the body into stone. If someone swings at you, you know how to lock in by breathing properly to withstand the strike. With these boards, like I said, they could be a club coming at you, a 2x4, anything. You don't panic. You lock in. If you have to withstand the blow, you do it, and then finish off your attacker. Board being broken on the leg could be a kick to the leg. You learn to withstand it. Now watch this 2x2 again. Don't try this. This takes years. Not a scratch. Watch it again.